Peach State fly fishing is a dream that I had since I've been in high school, that I've been able to make a reality since I came back to Georgia from Montana. You know, we do warm water guided trips, mostly fly tackle on central Georgia rivers, with shoal bass being our bread and butter. We do some stuff in southeast Georgia, but most of what we're doing is in the Piedmont and on the fall line. Fly fishing for shoal bass and other Piedmont species. And it started as me and my brother. It's mostly become me now because of him having a baby and having a full-time job. But being able to work in tandem with the shop here in downtown Macon has allowed me to grow the business bigger than I ever would have expected in the first 2 years. So we're running a lot of trips, and it feels really good to be doing what I love. I've been fishing the Flint and the Ocmulgee since I was 14. And I've been working in the fly fishing industry since I was 17. Yeah, so we got out of a Smith Fly big shoals raft. It's set up like a Western style drift boat, so I can get somebody in the front and the back while I'm in the middle rowing. It's also got a motor plate for, you know, applications that I need to do that in. We've got a few flat water stretches that we fish out of the raft, but I've also got a Ginu, and so if we're doing just flat water, then we usually fish out of that. But my main craft is a Smith Fly. I've been really happy with it. It's pretty much the perfect boat for my rivers. I couldn't really fish anything bigger. I'd love to be able to row a nice, you know, adipose or clacker craft down my river, but the shoals just won't allow for it. So the raft has been good. It's durable, it can take a rock well, and it's very stable. And I've had almost 100% positive feedback from my clients. You know, then I lived in Pennsylvania and Montana for periods of time and did the trout thing and did the smallmouth bass thing. But Georgia called me home, mostly because of the weather, but also because I just couldn't get my mind off of shoal bass. I mean, I'm sitting there floating down the Yellowstone River, catching fish on hoppers and thinking, man, this is awesome, but it still doesn't beat what I got back home. So I just couldn't wait to get back, and I'm glad I've been able to make this work. Shoal bass are the perfect fish for a fly angler. They eat like a fish should eat. They're not super picky. I mean, every fish gets picky at certain times of year, but if you want to go out and throw nymphs or dries or streamers or poppers or conventional tackle or live bait, you can catch these fish. You can catch them in any way you want to on most days. And there are days where they bite better on certain rigs than others, just like any fish. But shoal bass are a perfect fish to teach a beginner to fly fish on because they're just eager to eat. And for an experienced fly angler, you can really dial it into whichever approach you want to take and still have success. It's unreal, man. They're just electric bulldogs. Like they hit stuff so hard. And they fight hard, you know, they fight like a river bass should. I won't sit here and tell you that they're the hardest fighting freshwater fish, but I think they're the hardest hitting. You have a 6-inch shoal bass hit a popper and you think something serious is eating your fly. I mean, they're just super aggressive, and they live in a beautiful place. You know, they're not a flat, slow-moving river fish. They live in this dynamic, trout-looking water, where with big boulders and swirling eddies and white water and runs, and they're just a really awesome fish to catch and a really awesome place to do it.
God. Well, that's a good sign.
Yeah, that is a good sign.
Sorry, I was back through.
Were you fiddle farting around, Ellis?
Yeah. I certainly was.
He's shaking his fist in the air saying, do not take this anywhere.
Yeah, no, don't worry. This audio will get cut out. No sweat on that, man.
I just totally forgot that there was a camera.
Yeah, don't worry. This will definitely be in the video.